Next up is Mike Breeding, and he is running for Register of Deeds.
Hello, my name's Mike Breeding, and I'm running for Register of Deeds here in White County. My parents are Harold and Guyleen Breeding. My grandparents were Ida and Willard Breeding and Mag and Cone Bungalow. I've lived in White County all my life, and I want to see our county do good. And I think we need some new leadership here in the county, because sometimes people get a little relaxed in their jobs and they forget the people that's paying them. And I'm not a politician of no kind, but I do realize what people expect when they go to the courthouse to do their business. It's a big deal to them. And they expect service and a little common courtesy. And I lack a lot of experience in the office, but I'm a hard worker and a fast learner. And I will promise that I will do a good job and get in there and work hard for the county. Thank you.
And last but not least is Larry McCoy, and he's running for White County Road Superintendent.
Thank you, Ms. Kim. Hello, I'm Larry McCoy. I'm an independent candidate for White County Road Superintendent. I'd like to thank you for coming out tonight, and also thank the Spark Expositor for supporting this event. I'm going to ask you to fasten your seatbelts, because I'm trying to summarize 33 years of experience in 2 minutes, and it's not going to be easy. I was raised on a farm in Van Buren County. I graduated high school in Van Buren County in 1969. Shortly after graduating, I went into the Navy. In 1976, I was recruited by Daniel Construction Company, who was the largest construction company in the world at the time, as a civil engineer intern. I worked days and I went to school at night. I began my career in construction as an entry-level civil engineer and was promoted to a construction manager. As a construction manager, I built the Nissan plant in Smyrna, Tennessee, Toyota in Georgetown, and many other projects throughout the Southeast. Needless to say, all these projects involve miles of road frontage, drainage, and design. My family has lived in Sparta for 24 years. As I traveled from project to project, in 1996 I settled in Sparta and began my own company called Custom Dozer Work. Since then I have done many projects in White County and surrounding counties. I said all that to say this: I'm educated, I'm trained, and I'm experienced to do the job. Over the past few weeks, I have had many job opportunities that I have turned down. I would like to serve here. Thank you.
Okay, first we're going to take, we have questions in envelopes so they can choose their own questions. We're going to start with the road superintendent, and we'll stop in alphabetical order. It'll be Mr. McCoy. I think I'm ready to give him. Thank you. And we'll let you come up here and pick one of these questions, and then the other two candidates that are here can also answer it.
A book. It says, please give Larry 3 more minutes to finish his speech. We were told the reason the White County Road Department did not build the roads at the airport was they did not have the employees, they could not do the job, and even though they had the equipment, going forward, which we do not favor, selling the equipment and bidding out the road, or doing it with the road department. I hope I read that correctly. My response to that is, we should build our own roads. We have our own equipment. We have our own personnel. I have talked to people in the road department. We do have experienced equipment operators. And like I said, we do have the equipment. I can't answer for what was said in the past. I don't know. But I can assure you this, if I'm elected as your road superintendent, you will never hear the word, I cannot do something. That's not my vocabulary. Where I come from as a construction manager, the words I can't will only get you a front door ticket on the way home. So yes, in the future, we do need to build our own roads. And we do need to utilize our own people. We have 20 people on the payroll, and we have all the equipment that we need to do it with. Secondly, I think we need to save the money. As you know, I don't know how many contractors we have in this room tonight, but a typical contractor, when you bid a job, you put in what we call overhead, profit, and a margin of profit, of course. And usually it lasts anywhere from 30 to 35%. So on the road of $360,000, you're looking at $120 that's going into a contractor's pocket. And the question is, do you want to go into a contractor's pocket in Livingston, or would you rather have it here in White County? I personally believe that we should keep it here in White County and utilize the people we have. Everywhere I go, people ask me, Larry, if I vote for you, will you give me a job? I'm sorry. And then, my answer and response is, yes, we'll be working. We need to work, but we can't do it by giving jobs away. So, that's all I have. Thank you.
I believe that if we are capable, we ought to build our own roads. I believe if you let it out on contract and it's cheaper than what we could build it, which I don't believe it would be, and we've got the personnel, I believe we should build our own roads. When I was with the city, I built several roads in the city with our own personnel, and I believe we should build our own road.
I think we have the people, we have the equipment, we just lack leadership. And I think that once we put the right person in for the job, then we'll start building our own roads. That's the same, goes across the line for every one of our candidates, across the board. We've got to have good leadership in this county. And what I didn't get to say a few minutes ago in my opening remarks, I worked in Murfreesboro for Swanson Development and developed 4 subdivisions. Had about 10 miles of roads in the last 4 years that I was on the front end of the engineering. We took the utilities we took pasture, we made neighborhoods out of it. Had roads all over this pasture right out here. So I think once we get the right leadership, then we're going to start building our own roads again. Thank you.
Says, what is the first thing you would do upon taking office? Well, that's not a simple question. I'd go in and assess the situation. Mr. Weaver run a good operation up there. They done a lot of good things. They helped a lot of the county out. I would just look at what was available, what we had to do, and what would need to be done, and just look at the overall operation and see if there's any change that needs to be made. And that's about all I can say.
I believe that one of the first things the person's going to have to do is make an evaluation of each individual. We've got 20 people up there. I don't know if we got 20 truck drivers. I don't know if we got 20 guys that drives a tractor. I'll have to find out that. I don't know. And then the second thing, which it goes along with the first thing, is get into the budget and see what it can do. If you don't have the money, you can't do anything. If you've got the money, then you need to be working. And that's what I believe. And I'm not going to ask anyone to do anything that I wouldn't do myself. So if I ask one of those guys to go out there and mow this highway out here, don't think I want to do it myself. So that's the 2 things I think. We need to evaluate the people, and whoever gets involved and elected needs to get in that budget and see what they can and can't do.